I'll walk down here to show you the concrete that got busted by the tree, but most of the big mess is still down this way. He mowed. Of course, he chopped up a lot of sticks and stuff, but a lot of it's still got to be picked up. But still a lot of good sized little limbs and stuff strode around that I'll go around and rake up and clean up. But I guess he wanted to mow the other day just to make it easier to see. But so I'll just bring my rake and pick up and rake and pick up. But I mean, just some of it got chopped up with a mower, but really it just needs to be picked up. But I guess his thoughts was it just made it easier to see and stuff to mow it. But most of the mess was all down this way. My yard had a lot of sticks and limbs and stuff and leaves and stuff, but that's all. Around the house is all cleaned up now for the most part, except all this, stuff down here. But so I'll probably work on that tomorrow because it's been raining and it's wet today. So got my little trusty sidekick Bluesy with me. Walk down here, but let's see where they just cut it. They didn't and pushed it out of the way. They didn't. This is a company that the power company contracted out, but so now it's like it just sticks up. I'll walk over here. Ouch! Stick. Grab my pants. Yeah, maple fell over here beside it too when it fell, but I'm not going down there. But you can see why that maple really wasn't all that big by the looks of it. You can see it looks so bad at the bottom, so like I get this broke, but really wasn't too big of a tree, but just there. But it fell out into the way, of course, and a lot of small little trees and stuff got knocked over with it, and that tree top over there fell. I don't know if that's a tree top or if it's an actual tree that fell over there. I haven't really been over here and investigated too much. I have on the other parts, but not down here. Gets washed and some down through here. Oh yeah, it fell too. It was an actual whole tree. Fell at the bottom. I can walk right down here without getting in too much stuff. Yeah, let's see, it broke. Lizzie, don't you come down here. Not too zoomed. Yeah, it just broke at the root right there too, but it didn't pull up the whole root ball like it did that other one, so. A lot more open over here. More light. I noticed, one thing I did notice about, wait, my way back over here. Lizzie, what you doing over here? What you doing over here, Lizzie? Don't get your little feetsies all muddy. One thing I did notice about, probably the reason why that tree fell is because just look at the muscadine vine. It was absolutely loaded. The deer have been over here munching on it. You can see all the stems, but just look at the muscadine vine that was on top of it. You can see all the stems. That's where the deer have been over here grazing on it, but the whole top of that, it brought down like a. That's bad. I mean, that's one bad thing about muscadines is they add a lot of weight to the tree. I finally cut down some great big humongous vines down along the driveway. On the steep part, there was some probably big around as my calf. the vines was that big, but this one was just, I mean, all that you see right there, that's nothing but muscadine tops that it come down with it. So, but still there's a lot more light through here. Probably wait till the winter time and come over here and clean up some of it. I don't think I'm not gonna mess with it now, of course, but it'll probably be winter time. Come over here and clean it up a little bit. I know it's on the edge of the woods, but still. But anyways, back to what I was going to show you. Lizzie, what you doing over there? It is still. So I called a lumber company too. I called the one that was down here by the vet clinic and couldn't get them to answer, but I caught another one and they said another one that's local, and she asked if it's just for one tree. I was like, yeah, pretty much just one. She said it wouldn't be worth their time because they all have 18-wheelers, big huge equipment to move and to come get one tree. She said it's not worth their time they will have to come get lots of trees to come to get all that equipment to come and get it. She said nobody in logging companies or lumber companies have just a truck to come up here and get something like that. So I said, is that just y'all, or is that just pretty much with? She said it'd be pretty much with any lumber mill, sawmill, whatever. She said unless somebody just wants it for wood, you just have to have a. So I think he's gonna see if he can borrow the neighbor's big chainsaw. I mean, we've got a chainsaw, but not nothing for that big. And I don't know, but that's the rest of it to get cleaned up, and then that'll be. I'm assuming it'll be the last thing to worry about, but right now because of how this has to be cleaned up, so it can mow and whatnot. But yeah, it fell. Where's it at? Oh, right here. I mean, it cracked it. You can tell it fell. And of course, it fell. There's the logs that fell. It made it crack through there. I don't know if that's been there. I doubt it, but I'm sure that's probably from the tree. But and then right here is where it gets. See where it busted it. It actually pushed it down to the ground, but it's actually. It don't move. I mean, it's solid. It pushed it down to the ground, but so there's no give to it. But what I suspect is it's already. So, I mean, luckily it's not the path that we drive, but I guess the only thing we can do is just see if we can get some sort of filler and really, with maybe like a caulk gun, and like really fill it. So I mean, you can see by my shoe how it can't tell it, So it just, I mean, the concrete's got cracks here and there, but not a lot. So it just hit it right there at that one spot, that main impact spot, and then made it crack, through there. So yeah, most of the mess is still down here. I done cleaned up around the fence inside, cleaned up the backyard, cleaned up on the outside of the fence, front yard, side yard, all around the house is pretty much done. So all that's left is just down this way. But I've not too. I mean, around the house is. I mean, there's one tree over there on Rusty's end. There's a tree that kind of fell, but it fell from the roots and just fell clean off to the wood. So nothing. But here and there you can see some big tree limbs that fell or broke rather, and so it looks like most of it was on this side. Like one big gush of straight line, just a wind has come. It was some rough wind, I know that. So, but yeah, like I said, most of the stuff to clean up's all down through here. So I just mainly wanted to focus around the house first and get that done. And a few more stuff has fell with the rain and stuff today, but like over here where Bluesy's at, it's still some sticks and stuff, but it's better than what it was a week ago, this time last weekend. So, we'll get it. There's still a lot of mess, stuff over here. I've kind of raked around a little bit, but I haven't really got serious about over here yet, because he mows all this through here too, keeps it, cut down and stuff, even though it's not really yard, but I like to keep it, cleared and cut, and all through there too. So, but that's it. I just wanted to show that with my, throw out some corn. I got my bucket. Ready to get back inside, Blizzy? There's still a few little sticks and stuff on the edge over here to get, but the rest of it's all fairly cleaned up, just minor stuff through here. That's where the bluebirds they moved into that house right there. They went from over there to that house to that one now. They got eggs in there now. Of course, I told you that already. Where'd you go, Blizzy? Over there. Oh yeah, over here's a tree I was telling you about that fell. It just fell at the roots too. This ground was just, like the whole month of May, it was just nothing but rain, but see, it fell down there and kind of, all the top fell off way in the woods down there. Some type of hickory, I know that, but it's down there. So chipmunks and squirrels got them a long little bridge like down there to walk, go along there. But that's it. So my oak leaf really didn't bloom as much this year as it did last year, but I added a lot of at the bottom from the chickens from this winter, putting out straw, for help with, any snow or whatever. Just those few snows we had, I kept straw put out and stuff for them, and when I raked it all up, I really piled it up around the oak leaf to, because if we go a long time without any rain, it'll get pretty dry on this. I'm assuming because of that, it's right next to this tree, that hickory tree, but I really layered it up. Of course, dirt and rocks and most of it's straw, but so I've made like a mulch and to help it, and I think that's really made it. It's got all kinds of new growth on it. Probably got some chicken poop mixed in with it too, probably helped. And it's really, really bushing out this year. I see a lot of new growth at the bottom too, coming out of the ground. I think there's a weed eating this part right here. Yeah, I see it right there. There's some coming out from the ground. But it's the bushiest it's ever been right now. Great big old leaves. I think the blooms are really pretty. They start out like this creamy color, and then as the blooms get older, they turn kind of a pink color. Actually, kind of got a nice little smell to them. Smells really good. Smell it? No, Yeah, once it gets done blooming, the deer will actually come by and kind of graze on it, but they've never really messed it up. So I'm just really glad it's really kind of, need to lift it up and have him weed eat underneath it, or bring the push mower and kind of get around the edges and clean up the edge a little bit more. But it's very, looks really good this year. I think year before last, when we went a couple, 2 or 3 months without rain, it just sat over here and it was starting to wilt. Like this is the yard, when we don't have any rain along the edges, it'll be dry first, and it kind of works its way inward. It'll stay nice and green over here, and you can tell where it gets dry first, and it works its way up. I'm sure all the trees take all the moisture too, but so anyways, I'll get off here and get inside. So I shall talk to you later. So until next exciting video, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.